So what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a video on a 2021 Chevy Silverado 3500. And check out those black wheels. Man, that looks really good. We're going to go through the interior and exterior. I'm going to show you guys the payload. And yeah, this should be a pretty good video. So go ahead and smash that like button and let's get into the video. So as I mentioned, this is going to be a 2021 Silverado 3500 single rear wheel, 4-wheel drive, LTZ Crew. Summit white, black interior. And this is going to have that optional Duramax 6.6 liter turbo diesel 10-speed Allison transmission. Starting off with the standard equipment, here's everything that's going to be standard. And just feel free to pause it. And then up top here, this is going to be for the exterior. And before you add any options on this truck, you're going to have a standard vehicle price of $54,900. And then here's starting off your options. Now this is going to have that Duramax, and this has an LTZ Plus package, so you're already over 10 grand just an option before we move over. So this truck has a lot of options, guys, a lot. And then everything that you see here is included with that LTZ Plus package, LTZ Convenience package, $1,670. And then this has a technology package too, $1,475. And here's everything else inside of that package. Now the Z71 Sport Edition is going to give you these nicer accents. I love the way this truck looks. Black badging and trim, body colored bumpers and grille, high gloss black door handles, and then it does include that spray and bed liner too. Black assist steps come a part of that also. And I love the style of these 20-inch black wheels too. Sunroof, safety package too, snowplow prep and camper package. And then this has a Z71 off-road package here. And everything else is going to be included. This truck does have the upfitted switches too. I'm going to show that to you here. And then clearance lamps. The truck has a 342 axle. And this truck actually has a 12,100 pound GVWR. So as you guys can see, this truck has $20,800 in options. And then total price of this truck is going to be $76,795. So let me know what you think about this Sport Edition package on the Z71. I love these painted bumpers, blacked out grille. It looks so nice. Like even the black accents on the hood scoop here. This is going to be a functional hood scoop. And they actually have some black accents on the headlights too. These are going to be full LED, high and low beam. The fog lights are going to also be LED. Your turn signals are going to be incandescent though. You have the black tow hooks, like a black skid plate on the bottom. Really, really nice truck. And check out your badge on the side here. So check out what's under the hood. This is going to be a 6.6 liter Duramax. It's going to be good for 910 pound-feet of torque, 445 horsepower. Made it to that Allison transmission, 10-speed. Alright, so off to the side, you do have a engine block heater plug here. And check out the overall design on the side here. This thing has a lot of lighting. I'm going to show that to you in a second. Now you did see on this window sticker, it did have the optional clearance lamps. And if you move up to the mirror, you can see that you have some lights here. These are going to act as an accent light and a turn signal. And check out the black trim that they put on the mirror too. Z71 badge on the side. And I love this wheel design. It's all blacked out, has the black fender flares. Flows really well. Now this is going to be a 20-inch wheel wrapped in LT 275 6520. And this is going to have an independent suspension. And I love that they put like a fabric material in here because it makes life a lot easier cleaning out this wheel well. Here's a better view of this overall design. This is a big truck. It sits pretty high too. I'm not a huge fan of tubular running boards. Now you do have a convex mirror just below here. You do have some lights. This has been around for a while. I think since the 2015s they had these lights here. And it's going to help with backing up your trailer. You have a smart key system, and check out those black door handles too. That 3500 HD badge is blacked out also. I would like to see that Z71 badge blacked out too. Now, off to the side, they do give you a step here to get inside the bed. This would come in handy hooking up your gooseneck trailer or your fifth wheel. And they do give you a cap for your diesel and your DEF. Some manufacturers don't do that. And if you're not familiar, this does have a 6'9" bed. So it's actually a pretty big bed on this truck. Now, as you guys can see, this is going to be a 1-ton truck. So Chevy does give you 2 overload leaf springs, and they give you your main leaf pack. If you were to get a 2500, it would not have these leaves. And you do have those Rancho shocks too for the Z71 package. Here's a better look at those Rancho shocks. And if you don't remember, this does have a 342 axle in the rear. Now, Ram had a 342 in the previous gen trucks, but keep in mind the first gear and the final gear on this truck. Be sure to do some research. If I have a second, I might put that in the video here so you can see that too, okay? And here's the tailgate. They do give you a light just below here. And then check out your badges and your painted bumper with your parking sensors. It looks like they only give you 4 out back. You do have a class 5 receiving hitch, so this is going to be a 2.5. I actually like the way they designed this too, because if you use bigger chains, it's a lot easier to get them in here. And they are going to give you 2 camera connections, and they give you your 7-pin connector. And then this is how you're gonna lower down that spare tire. GM does something a little unique. They do allow you to drop down the tailgate using the key. Now, if you like, you can actually put it back up by pushing it twice, but you have to hold the button down, because if you don't, it'll just drop back down. So if you hold the button, it'll put the tailgate right back up for you. So stepping into the bed, all you have to do is just put your hand up here, step right here, and it's pretty easy to get inside. Now, this truck does not have a fifth wheel and prep package, but you can get that from the factory. And they do give you a 120 volt 400 watt plug. You do have LED lights inside the bed, and they do give you some LED lights above. So one thing I'm going to show you is they do have 2 cameras here. All right, one of the cameras are going to be for the bed, and then the other one's going to be for your high definition camera inside on the mirror. I think this is the best looking Chevy truck I've seen in a long time. I really like this appearance package too. Now, as you guys saw, this does have the black interior. They do give you a fake wood trim piece here, but it still looks nice. Nice little bright accent. And pretty much everything on here is black. This is a soft touch. Down here though, it's all gonna be hard plastic. 2 areas to put cups, some storage. We're gonna check out how wide this panel is here too. Very low, so it's easy to get in and out of, especially having these running boards. Here are your seat adjustments. And I actually do like these seats inside the GM trucks. They're a little hard, but not bad. You do have your tow haul and other modes for driving. Your 4-wheel drive system, and this is how you control some of the lights on the truck here, like your bed lights. Actually, I just turned those off. Your fog lights are here, and then these are going to control the lights on the mirrors. And of course, you can dim inside of your screen here. You do have electronic parking brake. I guess that's kind of where all the trucks and cars are going right now. And as you guys saw, that optional auxiliary switch, I actually like the position of this. It's off to the side. Ford does it best. They put theirs up top, and that's still my favorite design. And this does have the heads-up display, as you guys saw in the window sticker too. Seat memories are right here. You do have 2 auto windows up front. The rear are not auto though. They're just auto down, but you have to hold it to go back up. You can extend the mirrors out using this button here. I'm going to push it now so you can see. and that kind of puts it like in a tow mode. And if you want to close the mirrors, you push this button. And of course, it's going to do it on both sides. And you just push it again, and they come back out. Now, I do want to see in the future them giving that convex mirror power, so you can do it from inside the truck. It's kind of hard adjusting that with your hand, especially having your wife on that side trying to adjust it for you. And yeah, and I love this interior. I mean, this interior still works, even though it's not the best. It's third place for sure with the other two trucks, but I still like the overall design. It does have push button start, so we're gonna hit the button.
Nah, I gotta take a break here, otherwise we're gonna have to be.
And as you guys see, this is a 8-inch screen. Same thing goes for this one right here. Really big screens. I like the layout of this too. And I don't know if you guys can see the heads-up display right there, but you do have a heads-up display. High definition camera, you can turn that off. You can adjust it too. So if you want to make it brighter, you can do so. You can adjust it by zooming in and zooming out. And this is over here just showing you what mode that you're in, whether you're in the adjusting it up and down, the brightness, and of course zooming in and zooming out, as you just saw. Up top, they do give you your home link controls for your sunroof, and you can control that rear glass. You can slide it, and you can turn the lights on and off inside, and these are LED lights inside the interior. Of course, your OnStar is up there too. Now, they do give you LEDs inside of your vanity also. These are just a little bit lighter, warmer color. I actually like this color the best, but they still give you LED inside of there. Now let's go ahead and turn the truck on. All right, so I'm gonna put it in reverse. I want to real quickly go through some of these camera views. So as you guys can see, you do have a bird's eye view, and you do have a backup line. You can change that to off, or have a, I call this the parking lot lines here. So this is the front facing camera here, so you just push this button, back, front, and then you can actually zoom in. So if you're pulling in somewhere, you can kind of check these cameras out, and then you can do the same for the rear. If you are backing up, it does give you the lines that adjust with the steering wheel, and this kind of gives you a bird's eye view from if you're backing up. This might be useful for a trailer too. And then you can click this one, and then this just shows you the sides here if you're backing up. And then of course shows you the bird's eye on the side. If you click this one, it shows you the front tire. So if you're going off road, this would be useful to see where your tire's landing if you're going at the angle you need to go to. And this just shows you a full screen of that. Now if you hit the arrow to the left, you do have some grayed out cameras. These cameras are going to be for auxiliary cameras. So if you want to put a camera inside your trailer on the outside, you can do that. This is going to be a bed camera. They do give you the backup line for that also. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember seeing this on the 2020s, but you can zoom in also to your fifth wheel kingpin or your gooseneck ball. And like I said, that's pretty much it as far as the cameras go. All right, so we'll go through this really quickly too. They give you all of your gauges up top. I love that they do that there. And this is the home screen, so I'm going to hit the arrows on the side. You have two arrows that you can have a toggle here. So we're going to hit the arrows to the left. So I was at home, and then I'm at the information. So for your average fuel economy and distance driven, this is for your AM and FM, navigation, phone, and you can set this up too. So I'm going to show you really quick. I'm going to scroll down here. So that gives you your trip A and trip B. They call it trip 1, trip 2. Oil life, tire pressure, air filter, brake pad life. Love that they do that. Fuel economy, fuel filter, and then this shows you your angles and approach if you're going off road, and it shows you if your truck's in 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive. DEF, diesel exhaust fluid, and then this is just an info page for options. Now moving on to this one, you do have a home. It shows you your audio controls, phone if it's connected, and then your navigation. So you can click over to audio. You can see you have FM, AM, Sirius XM radio, and then it has like a full screen for it, and then Bluetooth is available also. And that was a part of a package too, so be sure to do your research on all the packages, okay? And of course you can control your sound, your fader and equalizer. This does have a Bose sound system too. High definition radio is available on this truck. And then you have a spot for your navigation. And they do give you your climate control inside of here too. I'm just gonna turn it on really quickly so you can see it. And if you don't know, they also give your audio buttons here so you can turn the volume up and down using this. And your climate can be controlled outside of the screen. They do give you your heated and cooled seats just below. You have your exhaust brake, lane keep assist, parking sensors. You can drop that tailgate from inside. Cautions, traction control. If you want to turn the plug on in the bed, you can do so using this button here. And downhill assist is right there. You are going to have a brake controller, 2 USBs. You have your type A and then your smaller type C, 12-volt plug, and you also have a plug inside the interior. And this is going to be a charging station for your phone. They do give you storage just below. They have some nice trim pieces that you saw. The same thing on the door bases right here. 2 spaces here for cup holders, spot for like a phone, another spot for maybe a phone. This is going to be leather wrapped for the center console, and a lot of storage. They do give you type C, type A auxiliary, and look how deep that is. Here's the passenger side in the front. Check out the seat controls on this side. They give you 2 spaces up here for storage, your glove box. Not a lot of stuff you can put up here, but it is useful at least. So the door kind of makes it look bigger than it actually is. Out back, you pretty much have the same interior design. Very easy to get in and out of. They do give you a grab handle here. And believe it or not, I mean, these seats are all the way back. And there's quite a lot of space inside of here. Not a lot of gizmos and gadgets, but enough to keep you happy. You do have your additional type A and type C USBs. Another 12-volt heated seats back here. And they do give you some LED lights in the rear. I like the bump out in the roof too. Gives you a little bit more headspace. And this is going to be a 60-40 split back here too. They do give you storage inside the seat, storage below the seat, and you have an armrest in the center with 2 additional cup holders. Alright, so I just adjusted the steering wheel. This is a telescopic steering wheel. I did not mention that on the video here, but man, this truck is the most comfortable heavy duty truck I think on the market. A lot of people say that Ram is, and nothing against Ram. The only way you can really get the best is if you opt for an air suspension, but if you compare without, this truck is definitely a lot more forgiving overall. Now as far as the power goes, this truck just goes. Like, that's the one good thing about these V8 diesels, like they just go. And I like the overall feel of this. Like, this truck is really comfortable. I mentioned that the seats inside of my Ram, and one of my viewers on Workplay TV, he has a Ford truck too, and he said his seat has a shimmy. I've always noticed that the Chevy trucks don't do that. So overall, like I said, this truck is really, really comfortable, and I could live with this day to day, even if I didn't plan on towing with this thing. I like the low end torque too. You can kind of feel it. But man, when you hit this thing is just so fast. Like, it makes my truck feel slow. Like, it takes my truck a little bit of time to just go. But having that V8 design, that's the one plus about this truck, is it just has that demand of power everywhere. As you guys can see, you do have that high definition rear view mirror too. Nice touch to this truck. Like I said, GM trucks were the first to have that. Ram just adopted that. And I will say, as far as blind spot go, that rear glass is kind of small. Hopefully you guys can see it. And you have these big windows up front. And just like for the most part, most pickup trucks have smaller windshields. I think Ram has a smaller one than this. But love the way that this Duramax sounds too. You can't feel the 10-speed shift at all. Like, I have to really look for it. Let's see, it just shifted just now and you cannot tell. It's so quick and instantaneous, and you don't feel any jerks from it. That's why I have such a beef with Ram, because they always seem to just shift really hard and aggressive. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in cruise control right now. I'm cruising at 60 miles an hour, and I'm about 1250 to 1300 RPMs to. Love that they show you the speed limit inside of here too. But overall, a really nice truck. The only thing Chevy needs to do is just get their interior on par, and this truck would be dangerous. Like, Ram is leading the way to me personally. That's just my opinion. But this truck is not far behind. Like, Ford trucks, I still need to do more reviews on Ford trucks because I just don't have a dealer out here. But I really like this truck more so than Ford, just because I don't have enough, you know, experience with them right now. But in time, maybe I'll do some GMC trucks too for you guys and give you my opinion on that. But you're gonna kind of see the exact same interior. It's a little bit of differences there, but all in all, like I said, this truck, it definitely does check a lot of boxes for me. I mean, it has a big payload capacity, big towing capacity, so you can tow a 15,000 pound trailer no problem with this thing. I mean, of course, once you get to that number on fifth wheels, you're probably gonna run out of payload. But yeah, like I said, this truck's a beast. Taking a look at the numbers, you do have a gross axle weight rating up front of 6,000 pounds. The rear is at 7,250. It's a little bit higher than Ram's at 7,000. GVWR can be 12,100 pounds. All in total payload capacity for this truck's gonna be 3,876 pounds. General Motors is leading the way with this sticker here. No one else does this, and this makes life a lot easier, so you can see exactly what this specific truck can tow. Shows you all your numbers here. Curb weight of this truck is 8,224 pounds, so this is a heavy truck, guys. Conventional towing is 20K. Max tongue weight is 2,000. That's the most you can put on this truck anyways. That's probably the max that you can put on that Class 5 receiving hitch. Gooseneck, you can tow up to 21,200 pounds. Max hitch weight, or pin weight, whatever you want to call it, 3,180 pounds. Before you start looking at these numbers online, they'll have dry hitch weights. You're going to want to try to stick around a dry hitch weight of about 2,400 pounds, because you're going to add 500 or 600 pounds to the pin of a dry hitch weight on a trailer listed online. My trailer had a listed weight online of 1,980 pounds, and when I got it weighed with all my gear, it was about 2,600 pounds. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at trucks, that you could probably add 500 or 600 pounds or more to the actual pin weight of the trailer. But hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. This truck is probably one I would definitely put on my list. I know a lot of people complain about the overall exterior styling, but with this appearance package, guys, it looks really aggressive. Like, if I was in the market right now for a heavy duty truck, this would be high on my list. The only thing I would probably want is just the power running boards, because now I'm used to them. But other than that, they really did a good job. So be sure to check out Fitzgerald Auto Mall here in Frederick, Maryland. They do have this truck in stock, and I'll see you guys in the next video.